He's next to go in the third heat of that. That in fact is not Jamie Bolsh, but he is next to go.
Well, Stu, we've had drama already in the first two semi-finals of the 200 metres. I think we're about to get a little more. That's the lineup for the final semi-final. James Chatt of Dartford, Marshall of Dudley, Brendan Gent of Rugby Athletics Club, then the guys who on paper will be ranked 1 and 2 in the semi-final. Allyn Condon, European indoor 200 metre bronze medalist 3 seasons ago, and of course Jamie Bolsh, the reigning world indoor 400 metre champion. Well, right at the beginning of the programme, John, it was Darren Campbell who said that this athlete will put on a good show, but he's got some athlete just inside him through Allyn Condon.
Absolutely, it's going to be an interesting semi-final. Jamie, you all know about Jamie. He's got tremendous leg speed, a tremendous 400 metre run indoors, but inside him we've got Allyn Condon, a superb indoor 200 metre runner. This is going to be very, very interesting.
Full of concentration, and this of course when he won that world indoor 400 metre title, what a moment that was. One of his biggest athletic achievements ever. So Allyn Condon inside him. Allyn Condon, the 4th fastest indoor 200 metre runner ever in British athletics history. Just ahead of him is John Regis by a couple of hundredths of a second. So this guy's got class, ideally built for the indoor boards. And there's his rival just outside him. Just one place. The first man past the line to go through to the final automatically. And for those of you interested, at the moment, the 2 fastest losers are Jamie Henthorn from the first semi-final at 21:37, and of course Christian Malcolm, who we saw a few moments ago being beaten by young Benjamin. And what a time Welsh athletics is having in this men's 200 metres. Already Doug Turner and Benjamin through to the final. Well, a bit of a problem there. Allyn Condon, cool as a cucumber. It was Brendan Gent who actually put his arm up there because the crowd is pretty lively here today.
Absolutely, I think the crowd have been enjoying this day's athletics. It's been tremendous. Probably a bit too brilliant at this point in time, but I'm sure once the guys get settled down, they'll quieten down and let the guys concentrate and focus on what they've got to do.
What about the lane draw on here, John? A comment on that? Condon inside Jamie. Would he prefer it the other way around, do you think?
No, I mean, these guys are specifically built for indoor running, so I think that, you know, they've got 2 tremendous lanes. Condon, the sprinter, against Jamie Bolsh, the endurance athlete. It's going to be quick, it's going to be fast. It's all going to be about the first turn, I believe.
It's Chatt, Marshall, Gent, Condon and Jamie Bolsh. They're away this time. Brendan Gent actually got off to a very good start, but Jamie Bolsh has gone off quickly. Condon chasing hard. Condon is actually gaining. It's those 2 at the moment. Brendan Gent is a distant third. Condon coming through. Condon is ahead of Jamie Bolsh. He ran a brilliant second bend. Now can Bolsh come back? Condon's going to win it. Condon wins. Bolsh second. Gent third. 20.85. Well, depending on the times, we think Malcolm may be out of it, but of course Jamie Henthorn was a shade slower than Christian Malcolm as well. But Allyn Condon puts himself down as perhaps the favourite for the final, and on paper, that is the fastest time in the world this year. That's Brendan Gent just disappearing off down the tunnel. That was superb, John, by Allyn Condon.
That was a tremendous race. Allyn knew he had Jason, he had Jamie outside him, picked him up down the back straight, powered through this second bend and kept his concentration. It was a tremendous performance. He knew that Jamie would probably try and come back at him, but he kept going hard to the line, didn't lose his focus, and celebrated with the world's fastest time. A tremendous performance by him, and also a good run by Jamie. Jamie's he's using the indoor 200 metres at this point in time for an attack on the World Championships 400 metre indoor later on, but at this point in time, it was all about Allyn. Allyn had the race won, was in total control, looked very assured. Superb performance by him. World leader, excellent.
Yeah, good stuff it was. And the news is that Jamie Bolsh has run 21.02. That means that Jamie Henthorn is relegated out of those 2 fastest loser places, and it does look as though Christian Malcolm's made it. What a final we've got.
Oh, it's going to be an awesome final. The Welsh have come there and performed superbly. They've got 5 athletes in the final against Allyn Condon. It's going to be really interesting.
shame for her, but that'll be an interesting final. Moving on to the men's, we saw 3 cracking races, didn't we? And
really
I suppose the highlight of that one would be Tim Benjamin defeating Christian Malcolm. Now, John Regis was saying that's the shock. It wasn't quite a shock for you, was it?
No, you know, I've had my spies out, and I have heard how well Tim Benjamin has been training, and in training he has been getting closer and closer to Christian. I think maybe for Christian he's had such a big Olympic Games that maybe he's a little bit tired, and maybe really he should have had a rest after the Olympic Games. But you know, Tim's gone out there and put on a good performance.
A great performance. Remember, he's still a junior athlete, and maybe they're going for that junior record in the final. Anyway, let's go out for a track final just about to start. It's the women's 60 metres hurdles.